I'm very happy that we're reopening the center. It was built to give these residents of this area recreational opportunities because they weren't originally part of the Park District. And it was under the guidance of Mayor John Rita and community activists like Carly Jackson at the time to provide this building here. And I'm very happy we're able to invest in the future here and rebuild it because it was not taken care of for so many years. As a history person myself, I started going to city council meetings back when I was 7, 8 years old, and I've never seen so many aldermen and administration so dedicated to bringing this town into the future and building it back up, making it great. We've working on the bridges, working on streets, remodeling this rec center, bringing new businesses in town. I've never seen so much development done in my entire life of growing up and living in Blue Island than it has been now. It's never been this much development, never been this much building and rebuilding that we've seen. And I think it's all because this administration, the majority of the aldermen are all brand new. They're all in their first terms. The mayor's still in his first term, the clerk. I mean, they're all new people and they all have a lot of energy. Just like when you get a new job, you're 100%, you're 150%, you're there all the time. And I think that's what this administration is doing. They're going up above and beyond to provide as much as possible above than just doing their job. They're going way above that. John Rita served for mayor for about 6 years, but during the 6 years he tried bringing the town forward. It was a sleepy town we had the same mayor for many, many years, and there was a little progression there. And he came in and knew this area didn't have a rec center, didn't have the possibilities. They weren't part of the Blue Island Park District. I served on the Park District for a long time. We just recently incorporated this within the last 10 years into the Park District, but there was no facilities down here for these residents. And for many years, the Park District wasn't allowing them into the Park District because they're technically not residents, not taxpayers. So John Rita, there was a lot of talk about building this thing down here, but it wasn't until he became mayor that the shovel went into the ground, that they actually started building this center. And it was dedicated and under his watch as mayor, and I think that stands for how he believed things would get done. He just didn't believe in a lot of talk. He wanted to get things done. However it took, we got it done. He was able to build the center. People like Carly Jackson represented this neighborhood before it was even its own ward. It was part of the 2nd ward, and this area wasn't represented, didn't have some good streets, didn't have good sewers, didn't have a rec center, and he was an activist in the neighborhood that pushed to improve his neighborhood, just like anybody from their neighborhood want to improve their own neighborhood, and he was always out there before he was an alderman, and during when he was alderman. He got all new streets down here, they got sewers down here, they built this rec center, a lot of improvements came to this area since John Rita was mayor, and I think that shows a lot for their commitment to the neighborhood, and that's why they're being dedicated today.